The new update is here, and there's some things you need to know. And also yesterday, we got some new patches to the game, including a patch to the Ash Dash. We've got a lot to cover, so let's just get into it. First of all, Redemption is in the game, and it is an LTM. There have been reports, despite being an LTM, the badges in this mode track. So, for example, if you get 3000 damage, you will get a 3k badge, which shouldn't happen because this mode has revives. Lots of them. The big gameplay mechanic of Redemption are these respawn tokens, and I'll tell you what, this makes the mode really fun. It's better than revivals because it does require a lot of skill. You spawn with one respawn token, and if you die, you use that respawn token, and the only way to get other respawn tokens is by killing people, as they will always drop a respawn token even if they're not holding any, and you can also find tokens in care packages. A weird secret with the token, it has a cat on the back of it, which is very strange. A lot of people theorize this could be Watson's cat, but it turns out it's this weird cat helmet thing from the Takeover trailer, which I don't understand the significance of. Also, weirdly enough, despite this being an LTM, the Rampart takeover is still active, meaning the Rampart care packages drop out of the sky, and you can get the Rampart R301s, which is pretty cool. Honestly, during the time I played this, I did enjoy it a lot more than revivals because there is more at stake. If you don't have a revive token, you feel more pressured to be more aggressive with fights to get one to secure your future. Along with this mode, the Ninjala challenges have officially started, and the first week of them are community challenges. The community challenge is to get the most revives, respawns, and also respawn token respawns as possible. If the community gets 20 million revives and respawns, we unlock 10 packs unlockable in the next week, 30 million will unlock 15 in the next week, and 70 million will unlock 20 Apex packs to be earnable in the second week of challenges. During the second week of challenges, we are going to have to complete individual challenges to earn this Wingman skin, and also the packs unlocks during the first week of community challenges. Also, from the news tab, we did get a look at another free reward which will be available next week. One of the challenges in the individual challenges next week will be to gift a set of trackers to a friend, and this is what the set of trackers are going to look like. So you and your friends should really talk between each other and probably agree, okay, I'll send it to you and you send it to me, as the only way you will be able to obtain these is by having them gifted to you from someone else, as the challenge is to gift these. Also, they will be free, so you're not going to have to pay for them, don't worry. There are also some issues with the community challenge in game right now. It's not properly tracking the revives and respawns. Everyone's seeing a different number. I assume this is because this is the first time Respawn's ever added a challenge that everybody who's playing Apex is participating into, so it kind of makes sense. So I would ignore the number for now because it is kind of broken. Although one thing we didn't realize, every time the community completes a tier, everyone will get 2 free battle pass tier level ups. Also, Respawn accidentally pushed this notice into the news tab saying we've reached tier 1, which we definitely haven't. We haven't hit 20 million revives and respawns as a community yet, so this can also be disregarded. But overall, the Redemption mode is pretty cool, although do be aware that the respawn tokens do have cooldowns if you do respawn back to back. I died while having a respawn token, and it didn't respawn me because the token was on a cooldown. Moving on though, because the new Loba skin with a special select animation is in the game now. You can buy it, although it's oh god, it's behind a chained offer. Just when we thought we were going to be able to get a special select animation skin, not through a milestone event, it's behind some really stupid chained offer. In total, this chained offer is going to cost you 3,500 Apex coins if you want to buy all the way up to the skin and buy the skin. So I guess it is the same cost as a normal skin bundle with a weapon and a holo spray, but why is it in a chained offer? Also, we don't have the option to buy the Loba skin by itself, so I do assume this is kind of worse than a bundle. Although, guys, 3 packs. Although this skin does have some cool features, like its ring has been retextured, which is very rare on Loba skins because the ring is an animated element, and also the bracelet has been retextured to be black, which was also under the same case. Respawn rarely used to retexture this thing because it was an animated element, but now they've started retexturing it, which is pretty cool. Speaking of skins with special select animations, the Project 19 Ash skin is back in the game after many years of just not being put back in, and it is available for direct purchase, or you can gamble for it through packs. I would recommend doing it through a straight up purchase. As well as this, yesterday we did get a patch preparing Respawn for this update, and the patch goes as: fixed a crash that occurred when updating video settings on Switch, Wraith's slow clap emote will now display correctly, resolved a crash happening on Xbox Series X and S, an issue causing the incorrect amount of RP to be shown in ranked matches is now fixed, resolved a crash when viewing match summary, Mythic R301 attachments are no longer lost after being respawned. Pretty cool. Also, they resolved a visual delay when deploying Watson's fences. Great, I'm so glad they fixed this, because when they patched the game the other day, they just didn't talk about this issue, and I was like, oh, do they even realize? Also, Respawn updated Ash's dash to prevent players from accidentally triggering it. Now, this one isn't elaborated on very much from Respawn, but it was actually a fix especially for PC players. And the reasoning behind it is pretty interesting. Essentially, a lot of PC players use the scroll wheel on their mouse to jump, because the scroll wheel can stack inputs way faster than the human finger can press, making it easier to chain jumps and also the input to do it a lot quicker. But this caused an issue, because when you scroll, every single little click is an input. It would make it so whenever a PC player jumped with the scroll wheel while playing Ash, they would instantly dash as well. So now Respawn have made it so you need to scroll twice to dash. A lot of players aren't very happy with this fix because it just disrupts their whole flow, and many people are saying Respawn should make it so you can bind a separate button for the Ash dash, which is true, this should be a thing, along with the ability to bind the Valk jetpack to a different key, but Respawn haven't added this. They said they're going to add it at some point, but they haven't added it yet, so a lot of people are taking issues with this. Otherwise, Ash feels like she's in a solid position. I'm glad Respawn didn't nerf her anymore. She's in a good position. I feel like they did over nerf her, but she's still really fun. As well as this, today we got a little patch that might give you a free Apex pack, but only if you bought a Legend Spotlight pass in Apex. As in the pass, there is a legendary weapon class pack, and if you owned all the skins in that weapon class, you would have not received an equivalent legendary item from this pack. So Respawn gave everyone affected by this issue one free Apex legendary pack. Honestly, I doubt this affected many of you because it essentially required you to own every single legendary skin within a section of guns, but it probably affected like one Saudi prince who owns everything in the game. As well as this, Respawn said they are still aware of people who aren't gaining progress on the anniversary event prize tracker, and they're still working to fix it. It's not fixed yet. And also, Respawn are removing DirectX 11 support on PC soon, which is going to mean people who own certain graphics cards are going to essentially be locked out of Apex because they won't be able to run DirectX 12. It's going to cross off a lot of graphics cards who may be playing the game, and it's kind of a crazy decision considering Respawn did kick off a whole platform, being Linux, the other day as well, but I guess it would take extra development cost to maintain DX11, and it's more worth it just to not maintain it at all. But honestly, this update is having a few issues, from the challenges not tracking correctly, and also a few people struggling to re-queue into games, and some people genuinely getting locked in Apex games. The game won't let them leave. I hope these issues get fixed soon because it is kind of tainting an otherwise really good update. Like, we did get a new LTM, which in my opinion is fun. I prefer it over Revivals. It isn't the most creative LTM in the world, but it's still fun. But yeah, stay tuned to my channel by subscribing to see if they fix any of this and how the tiers go.